Wanderers, welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen podcast, proudly brought to you by our buddy John Songer and the Gaslight on 4th Street in Huntingburg.
Hi, it's John from the Gaslight. Just kidding. But John from the Gaslight is bringing you this episode of the Wondering Dutchmen. The Gaslight, located on historic 4th Street in Huntingburg, is your go-to spot for good food, great pizza, and cold beer. John wanted us to remind you that the Gaslight is also your go-to spot for holiday parties. It doesn't even have to be a holiday party. You can host a team, birthday, or class reunion in the back room. The Gaslight will also help your organization raise funds through pizza fundraisers. And you can't forget about bar catering for your next private event. Give John a call today. Also, if you're looking to make a little vacation, holiday, or even beer money on the side, John would like to talk to you about working at the Gaslight. Inquire today.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
I'll put it in here and it'll be better. Wondering Dutchmen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wondering Dutchman podcast. For the first time ever, I am in St. George Island. This is Esquire on another white-collar trip because, you know, you're white-collar, you take trips while the two blue-collar bums are back at Smoker's Lounge wearing almost near-matching pistachio shirts, sitting there with the rose-colored glasses, having a couple beers. It's our buddy, David Allen Smoker.
Howdy.
And sitting there next to him on his left side, you're right if you're watching on the screen, City of Huntingburg's most valuable employee. I mean, we say it every week, but it's true. With the turtle shell colored glasses and the mustache, our buddy, Zachary David Masner.
Hola.
I bet this sucks for the crowd. They can't hear anything Casey's saying. It's just us staring at the screen. We don't have auxiliary headphones.
Oh, you mean those two?
Yeah.
I was just thinking I was going to tell you to walk around over there and grab the splitter, and then we could figure it out. But we'll get it here.
Yeah, well, it's like a mystery game.
Well, here's what's exciting. So, first off, big thank you to the Gaslight for sponsoring this episode of the Wondering Dutchman. We are, due to poor planning, or maybe we just wanted to try something new. The fellas are back at Smoker's Lounge. I am on St. George Island recording. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Hopefully it goes well for you. But fellas, I've been away a little bit. How's the week gone?
Fall's here.
How cold?
39, 40 right now.
That's not what I want to hear.
No, it's 40. What are you doing there? What do we got? We're pushing some buttons here, Big Casey.
What are we pushing buttons for?
I don't know.
I can't hear anything in my headphones. I just doesn't. I'm a little off. Things. Wow, coming in hot now.
Found it.
Yeah.
Dave found the right button there, huh?
So anyway, nope. Everything's been going pretty good. Just busy with work. Kids are on fall break. Everybody's kind of just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Brado's in the background here.
Still playing a football game on fall break.
He's out here fist pumping.
Hey, the Raiders with a big win over the North Posey Vikings.
Yeah, won against North Posey.
Yeah, that's a top 5 program in 2A getting their butts kicked up there in Huntingburg
they
the other
got
night.
pretty much taken to the woodshed out there at Raider Field. I'll say it.
But that's good.
This
There's nothing wrong
CGI
with that.
fire, Casey, is pumping out some British thermal units.
Well, I was going to ask.
It's hotter than the blue blazes in here.
Well, I was going to ask. It looks pretty cozy back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So everything else is well?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we saw another friend of the program, Mr. Matthew Noblet.
Yeah.
He's down on the island. We spent the day yesterday with our toes in the sand and cold brewskis in hand.
Yeah,
so it was good.
I heard
Big fan of the show.
I heard all about it.
There you go.
Buddy, it's tough. It is tough.
Yeah.
We've missed you.
Yeah. I could tell.
We have. It's true. There's no doubt about it.
Slap in the face texts. That's fine.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you get
Oh my goodness.
diphtheria.
Anyways, hey, that little catch up was brought to you by Lights by Logan. Hey, I'm going to let you guys know, our buddy Logan reached out and said our advertising does work because he's had some new bookings.
Hey, good to hear.
I'm supposed to
So
call
we're
and
happy to
ask him
have
what he's
that.
going to charge to do the smoker homestead. That's on the list to do this.
Well, maybe
week.
we can negotiate that for a 2025 advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. So
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Wait a minute. It's only October. But our buddy Logan Clark with Lights by Logan wants you to be in the Christmas spirit this year by decorating your home with lights and other holiday decorations. Let Lights by Logan take the pain out of the holiday decorating and let them do all the work for you. From install to taking down, they do it all. The schedule is filling up fast as Logan and crew service DuBois and the surrounding counties. Give Logan of Lights by Logan a call today at 812-631-4700.
all right, big fella, what you been wondering about?
Well, I was thinking about kind of piggybacking off my topic from last week. We talked about pack rats and the cleanup and everything like that. I got to thinking about thrift stores. Are thrift stores still a thing that kids go to add pieces to their wardrobe?
I would think thrift stores are more popular now than they've ever been.
You think so, Dave?
No.
Yeah.
No, I think it probably peaked shortly after Macklemore sang the song about it.
You think so?
That's 15 years ago.
Well, when we were younger, we would always go out to St. Vincent de Paul over in Jasper, or we would go to a couple different spots and load up on some pretty cool items, hats and shirts and whatnots and stuff like that, And I don't know. I was thinking about it. Did you ever do that, Casey?
Yeah, we bought our first couch. Chad Houchin, friend of the program, and I, we bought our first couch for our room there at the house from Goodwill on Green River.
Nice.
And like $25, and the couch was like a orange, brown, and cream colored, like floral design. And it was just one of those things where it was brutal looking, but it was the most comfortable couch I'd ever owned.
Well, you gotta love a nice couch.
We threw it in the back of Red Chev, and of course it hung out a little bit. And we just drove right down Green River to Lincoln. Like, we stole the sumbitch.
Really? You stole it? Oh, you mean
Well, no,
you didn't want to be seen with a bed bug covered couch from inner city Evansville?
That's a good possibility, one way or the
Speaking
other.
of inner city Evansville, it is hot as a mother here. Like, I am sweating my tits off.
You guys look a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. But
There's real high stress trying to figure this whole thing out.
Yeah.
It might not even be working.
No,
we may
you're
not even
recording.
have an episode. Yeah, we think we are, but
Look
we
at the
don't know
top
if we can.
left corner of the
yeah, but we
screen.
don't know we can export it, boys. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, we're recording something.
It's got to save somewhere.
Yeah, where did you have a save to option?
No, this is Google.
So it would
It might just put it on the drive.
On the drive.
How lucky would that be?
we'd get real lucky.
There
Yeah,
keeps
that
being like
doesn't
some
happen
sort of
for us.
weird flash thing that happens, Casey, on your end, and you get real bright like an angel, and then a little darker like little Satan.
Folks
Satan
at
horns.
home.
Oh.
This is a new thing for all of us. We're doing big things here.
Trying to
Everything's-
figure out the mural behind you. We got some
Oh, them are
pelicans
crabs.
and some crabs, a trout,
It's like a braided blue cord, Brado.
and then we got no, yeah, you can't see
yeah,
Casey.
yeah.
Oh, some Christmas lights there. Oh, is that an octopi? Oh, those are oysters.
Whoa! Is there any
Flamingos.
Are there any plaster castings of assholes or sphincters on the wall, like sand dollars?
Upside down pineapples.
There's one.
Sand dollar?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I
what,
think it's
Is it a nice little house?
It is. I don't know. I don't know how fancy I can get. Like, if I can move my screen, but I can just let me know what you see.
You don't have enough zoom on your phone to see the other side
You
of
got a
that
whole ass
mansion you're
living
in.
room bedroom and all kinds of stuff. Chocolate
Some mirrors on the
starfish.
wall. Looks like a little porthole.
The bedroom is the master bedroom's right there.
That's where the missus is.
Oh yeah,
That's where she's laying,
she
and
all
then the kids are
splayed out in there.
down that. No, she's probably reading a book right now.
Reading the Bible,
Conservatively-
saying her prayers.
Yeah, reading the Bible. The Gideons.
You know,
The Gideons.
washing her face, getting ready for bed. You know how it goes.
My sinuses are a wreck because of the weather. Did you know that? I mean, you don't sound nasally at all, but
Well, you got a nice little parka on, though.
yeah.
Well, it's a little breezy
You
here.
sort of look like Ricky Ticky. No, not Ricky Ticky Tavi. You look like Ricky Raccoon right now.
Ricky Raccoon.
Yeah,
Who's
you're-
that?
You got
You got some
coon
awful
eyes.
pasty eyes.
You look like you and the
Oh.
you and the Hamburglar been hanging
Oh,
out.
boy, good grief.
God Almighty!
TV just cracked.
Holy shit!
Yeah. My like I was saying earlier.
You are red as red could be, buddy.
Yeah. Buddy Chad Houchin, who lives in Ocala, moved from Huntingburg down that way after college, and then
Oh,
He went
so
to
we know
PT
a
school.
Florida guy.
Yeah, he was on our show
Yeah.
the last time.
We
were
never
down
said
there.
his name.
oh,
Cat's
Yeah,
out of the
so-
bag.
we connected with the Florida guy, and
Start-
we drank some brewskis on the back porch. And the one day when I didn't think about sunscreen was today. So
Well, you
It's
know,
just
that's
one of those
fine.
things.
Yeah, it's good for you.
That's all right.
yeah, it is. It is what it is.
Did we get to your first topic, Big Mace?
Yeah, thrift stores. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about thrift stores.
Yeah.
They're back.
Yeah, and I, you know what? We didn't really have to go super in depth on it. Kind of maybe just like a little bit of a rapid fire type thing. But I really want to get to your next topic
Yeah.
because I have been following several pages. I follow a couple like this Shitholes Anonymous page and
Yeah.
mosquito-borne illnesses spawning from Florida page, and like
What was that? The COVID? The coronavirus?
Yeah, Florida State wastewater facility page, like all these different things that come out of St. George Island. A lot of sharks being caught this week, buddy, and I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah. So 2 days ago, we so our tradition, what we've normally done is cook breakfast, get the kids fed, I'll walk out, set up camp.
Now, what are you wearing when you do that?
I'm straight up just like swim trunks and
No shirt.
like, no, I have the shirt on early. I don't want to, I don't have any screen on, any sunscreen on yet. So
What do you wear
I
for
hold off.
footwear during this?
camo Crocs, so you can't see my feet.
Attaboy.
Yeah, you can't see my feet because they're camouflage. So they blend in pretty good.
I appreciate
But,
you painting that picture.
Yeah, and so we roll down, and I'm setting up the tent, and I see some guy that's as big as a house. I mean, I'm a wide guy. I'm a big guy.
Yeah,
This dude made me look small.
really.
Turns out he's a power lifter. But anyways, he set up like 7 or 8 rods and reels, and we just kind of watch. We're just
So he was
seeing what he's
cranking his
got going
bait
on.
out there.
Well, here's how his operation worked. He had a one-legged lady.
Oh, one
That
legged
would hop-
gal.
Yep, that would hop in a kayak. She
Well, she sure as hell
kayaked
didn't
out.
walk to it.
No, she kind of hobbled. And I was surprised she would have that kind of prosthesis with the salt water and sand. It seemed like that'd be a pain.
Was it just a
But-
flipper?
No. It had like a normal shoe
Oh, I
on
was
it.
picturing
Yeah.
Ariel, like she had a little mermaid
Oh,
flipper on there.
no. No, she didn't have that going on. But anyway, she would kayak out to about 400, 500, 600 yards. And she would be,
How's Janelle doing?
she would, she just walked by to the
that's
washer
that's what I
dryer.
was saying. Say hi to Janelle.
Yeah. When she comes back through, we'll put her on the show.
There we go.
And anyway, so she would drop their bait out there. They were fishing with black shark. And so they catch one, and the guy reels it in, and it was a sandbar shark, about 7 foot long. And he's like, it's just a little guy. Like, sandbar shark's no big deal. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, any shark is kind of a big deal. But,
Especially you can't choke them out.
Yeah, well, and I have seen them. in person, and I can confirm it'd be tough to choke out. So we, all right, just walk right through there. So we were
With the power of editing magic, I can probably take that out.
we hopefully. So anyways, he reels it in, and we go over and we check it out. And I've been talking to those guys because it's just what we do. And he was talking about, they just done a lot of shark fishing. They've been down there the last 2 weeks, and they fished Alligator Point a lot, and they Bayside, and just friendly guy. He was from Western North Carolina, and his dad, our older gentleman that was fishing with him, was from Tennessee, and they were just down for 2 weeks fishing. And so that first shark came in, and my interest was piqued. And so they landed on the second one, and I stroll over there as he's reeling. And the big fellow was like, "Hey, you want to snag its tail?" And I was like, "Yep, I'm in."
You did?
Well, hold on. So I told him, I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll grab the tail. Like, I'm all about it. Like, I'm gonna be a part of catching a shark." And so they start reeling it in, and it gets in there, and then the old guy's like warning me. He's like, "Hey, their tails can really beat the hell out of your legs, and oh, by the way, they can bend back to bite you at their tail. Like, just be real careful." And he must have saw the look of panic on my face.
Did you puss out?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what a bitch! I would have done the same thing. I would have done
here's
the same thing.
Here's what he said though. They had that shark on the bay. They had that shark on the sand, and when he had been going through all this stuff, and he just kind of looked at me, and I kind of had that moment of hesitation, like that. I just needed that like fight or flight, and I was still thinking about fight or flight. And he said, "Hey, I can tell you're uncomfortable. You just hold the dummy end of the rope." And I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Okay.
And then so he gets it, and because he was talking about like there's a way that you want to do it so they don't feel it, so they don't fight as much, and all this other stuff. But so he had it, and I did hold on to the shark. I held the dummy end, but I didn't get a latch around it. But this one only measured at like 80 inches, but it was the same. It was a sandbar shark,
fish.
female.
Did you get a touch of the skin?
Well, he just said he grabbed the tail.
Yeah, we were all in.
Was it a grab or a smack?
Well,
you can't see
held the rope.
You can't see my screen on my iPad, but this group that I follow, this dude's name was Andy Bolger, and it says found us a few toothy critters today, and it's a pretty substantially large shark. I think this guy was. Yeah. This is a big one, and they just caught it this week.
He's working so hard to blow it up so nobody can see it.
Well, Casey can't.
No, he can't.
No.
Yeah, it's a pretty good size
It's
shark.
a good one.
That was cute.
But yeah, no, I've been seeing a bunch of that stuff on my Facebook from these St. George groups, and I guess they say there's a huge influx of shark activity like post-hurricane and post-tropical storm and stuff, because I guess there's so much warmer water that's...
so much stuff to eat in the water.
Yeah, rushing back in.
Yeah.
But,
well, not just Russians, but Americans too.
Yeah. Well, we've kept our eyes on these beaches. We've defended America down
now,
here.
you said something about Alligator Point a while ago. They said that the bacteria levels were real high in Alligator Point. Did you catch that stuff?
We heard that because... best friend of the program, Matt Novelet, his wife was like, supposedly they said we really shouldn't be in
I can only imagine Jill being pretty paranoid about that.
And we were just we jumped in. We figured with the salt water it'd
now
be
was
okay.
The jellyfish thing, was that a real thing? Like
Nobby, yeah, he said he had something sting him.
Yeah. Because they said there are a lot of jellyfish and playful dolphins in the water before, but this time was way bigger, like a lot of the box jellyfish and stuff.
Speaking of dolphins.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
This guy caught a dolphin.
Oh, God, yeah, he did.
So
how'd he cook it?
Well, hold on here. So Chris was with us, and he...
Who?
He said
Florida
my older
man.
brother Chris
He's
was
down
with
there
us a couple
too?
days.
Oh.
He was. He headed to Vegas after here.
Ohio to Florida to Vegas.
Yeah, work thing. He said he's more white collar than I am. But he said, "Hey, look out there! Those guys still fishing." And I was like, "Oh yeah!" Like I could see the green kind of like neon things they had on their rod tips.
Yeah.
And I looked down there and big guy's fighting something. And I was like, Chris, he's got one on the line down there. So we go out and we watch, and we probably watched for a half hour. He still hasn't pulled it in. And then we hear one of the kids like, oh, he's got a dolphin. And I was like, there's no way you catch a dolphin. Like, they're supposed to be smart. Like, they just hump people in the water.
Stupid ass dolphins.
Yeah,
Like
well,
Bigfoot, they're just rapists.
Yeah. So it turns
That's
out
wild.
he did have a dolphin on the line, and it broke the hook there at the last point before he could get it in. But he said that that's the first time he's ever had it happen, because they're usually smart enough they don't take the hook, and they can figure out how to get the bait off the hook without doing it. But he said he fought it over an hour, and this guy was drenched in sweat.
Are you pulling up dolphin peckers?
Well, yeah, the warden is here in the lounge, Casey, and she sent me a small tidbit here that dolphins have barbed penises, and because that helps with the
with the resentment,
the hard R comment that Dave made earlier. I don't want to say it over and over again, but there's how you say that. Prehensile penises, which means I don't know what that means, but that's what they got.
It means once they're in, once you're in it, you're in it until it's done.
Oh, so they can hook you, like lock you in with it. Wow. I mean, I guess you'd almost
everybody
have to.
thinks dolphins are so sweet.
I guess
Between them and Bigfoot, they're raping up half the eastern seaboard.
Good God, Dave. That's wild. Anyway, yeah, shark fishing's pretty awesome. I'd love to do it while I'm down there.
I think there's a crew that Nobby knows from Jasper that was catching them over there on the plantation, left and right.
Like keeping them?
Yeah. Fishing. No,
so you can eat dolphin. You just can't eat more than a certain amount of dolphin.
No, you can eat.
I don't think you're supposed to catch dolphins.
No.
Well, you can't stop a dolphin. Like, what are you supposed to do? Just yell down there, hey, flipper, keep your flappers off of my bait.
No, they're not. You can't not like this guy's saying. Him actually landing or getting that dolphin that close to the beach is an anomaly. They have so much strength that they don't.
Right, but you can't stop a dolphin from biting your hook.
People foul hook dolphins all the time, but 95% of the time, instead of trying to remove the hook out of a wild bottlenose dolphin, they'll just cut their line and then the hook will rust out over time.
Oh, that sounds
because that's what he said. He said that he's
maybe
like,
that's why
I didn't want to pull it.
It's a lockjaw.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if they have to worry about tetanus.
Got tetanus.
I think they probably do.
Dolphin tetanus.
Yeah.
What a wild,
we'll see.
wild deal.
Hey, before we get to Dave's topic or wonder, we just had something.
It's an owl.
What fell? What fell?
It's probably an owl on outside the house.
I don't know. We may be under attack.
Saw those crabs.
Sky skunks. We
I
had
don't know.
We had an owl that was trying to attack our apartment house while we were
Casey,
there.
are you going into fight mode?
Look at him.
Well, I don't know.
Everybody shut up.
It was down here.
Oh, damn.
Is it under
What would be down there that would fall?
under the house?
Bodies. They're hitting the floor.
Huh?
Crack them and stack them.
Oh.
If something terrible happens right now, this is going to be wild.
You better go down there and check it out. Pull the plugs, go down, and be sure there's nobody trying to steal the piers.
Is it what? No, the tent was laying down already.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a thing going on here. We're down in Florida. There's an Indiana man being attacked by a Florida man.
We're going to get to the bottom of it because we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. Brought to you by Blessinger Insurance.
At Blessinger Insurance, Chad Blessinger works to provide personalized, local insurance solutions that you can count on. From auto and home to farm and business coverage, Chad works with trusted carriers to offer policies that fit your unique needs. With decades of experience in serving DuBois County and the surrounding southern Indiana area, Chad is dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. Whether you're seeking personal or commercial insurance, Chad is here to help. Give Chad a call today and see what he can do for you.
Well, I guess Dave could technically go into his topic.
Yeah. So my topic right now. So welcome back, everybody. We're watching Casey Lemon hold down the fort at that swamp, being sure that nobody's really trying to make anything bad here. Now I'm going to rely on my buddy Big Mace to pull up the show notes so I can remember what my topic was. So while Casey's going back up the stairs, now everybody watch close because I'm watching the screen. So if Casey falls down, you got to let me know. That's it. So as fall time's coming, I realized, guys, I bought me a new 25-inch hacksaw, meat and bone saw, so that I can get through. Is there a mouse? Big.
No. That's a little guy, and he's getting ready to die. Right?
Has he got the zombie going on?
Yeah.
They all got into it at the same time.
Holy shit! Look at Casey. He's got the strobe feature going on.
So I bought a 25-inch bandsaw because I'm going to be butchering, little calves here this year, and I can't fit them on my meat saw. So, but it made me think. I've been watching the Facebook Marketplace. I need like a full size, butcher shop style, just bandsaw.
Yeah.
You know how much them some bitches still cost now?
Uh-oh, Casey's gone.
Oh, he must have. Folks, what we're seeing now looks a lot like the after hours sword selling show. Now, JP, tell me what about this sword now? Now,
Casey,
right now, for the low price of $19.99, not only do you get the 14 hook and daggers with the lock blades, you get 13, not 12, but 13 samurai swords, TP.
Casey, are you there? No, he's gone.
This ain't worth a We're going to just do a goddamn live like, hey, we tried.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, hang her up, Dave. Yep.
Shut her down. What? So when?
Real quick, everybody, Wanderers, thanks for tuning in. We tried. We got topics. We got the whole thing, but we just can't figure out some of the shit with the shit we got to figure out. That'd be my bride, I bet. Whoever was down at the village in the island is here now. So,
what'd he say?
I don't know.
I got lost.
No, there he is.
Hey!
Can you hear me yet?
Oh.
Buddy, this is just, I just don't know if this is going to work. Is this a new caller?
We're going to find out, fellas.
It's still red up in the top corner there.
It's still recording.
I just tried to sell swords.
All right, Casey. This topic stuff's just really not really cutting the mustard this week. I mean, I feel like the shark topic was a real good banger. My thrift store kind of sucked, and Dave needs a meat saw. So with that being said, we are about roughly 35 minutes in.
Let's go ahead and
we fought the good fight. Hey, you know what? We've got. Is that hot?
well, I don't know. It's at least room temperature.
I mean, could it be hot?
Yeah.
Let's call an audible.
Let's call an audible. You're going to want to bring those with you.
You're going to, well.
Yep. He's going to need here.
No,
just walk through.
You unplug it from the splitter, and then you.
Well, he's fine. It'll reach. Nothing's effed here.
We're doing great. We got a special guest here in the house. Special guest.
Hey, Dave, I'm glad you're getting a meat saw, though. Okay.
Oh, I need one. I'm not getting one. I need one.
Oh, you haven't gotten one yet. Okay.
Right.
Well, hey,
I got a hand saw.
As we're going to introduce it, everybody knows that usually on Wednesday's show, we do the choice cut questions, but we're going to do a little bit of a dipsy-do dunkaroo, and we're going to go ahead and do Brado's 3 big things for the week, brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
It's chili season, baby. Our buddies at Merkley and Sons should be your first stop this chili season. One, you can get the meats you need for your chili and probably some seasonings too. The second reason, you can get some of those extra things that go well with a bowl of chili. Like, for instance, You can have a good old thick slice of cracker bologna, a snap dog, a frank, or even a Merkley seasoned patty on the side of your chili. Some may say that chili soup is enough of a meal itself. Well, those people probably don't enjoy life. Get over to Merkley's today and see the fellas and get what you need for chili season.
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're in business now.
Ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it, man.
Guys, I can't hang with you all, man. You guys promised me it was going to be an early night, and then we got out here and we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, well.
Well.
I'll just tell you guys out in Wonderland, it ain't an early night. So I requested from sitting on the couch over there that, hey, man, I'm going to have to go first hour because I ain't a night owl like you guys. So.
Well, it takes practice. It takes a lot of hard
That's
work,
right.
dedication, and effort.
Here we go.
All right, let's go, guys. 3 big things for the week of October 13th. First one, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right, fry crisis. It's a food topic. I know we all love the food topics. America's top supplier of French fries says it's cutting jobs because of lower demand of the popular side item, and more restaurants offering value meal deals. Around 80% of fries consumed in the U.S. come from fast food chains. All right, Dutchman, here you go. Let's hear it. Your favorite fast food fries. Ooh. I know you've touched on it, so I'll go first. I'm a Rally's guy.
I got to go with Brado. I'm definitely I'm a big time rally guy too. I like rallies.
I'm a big fan of the McDonald's fries.
So hold on before we go into it. So people are cutting out fries?
America's top supplier of French fries says it's cutting jobs because the demand for the popular side item is decreasing.
Is that a good thing?
No.
Based on like health?
Well,
Like you don't want to see anybody lose their job, but if people aren't eating fries, like
I mean, fries are all right for, not every meal, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better than like methamphetamines.
or free base and heroin or anything like that.
I'll do a little toot every once.
Hey, so we were waiting for your favorite.
There's no place that I would get just fries only with a large Coke except Rally's. So I have to be on the Rally's train too.
Now they have a fry lovers size. Like they have a fry lovers. Like you can go there and get like a large, medium, small, or a fry lovers, and it's like one of their medium drink cups full of fries.
Man, I haven't been there in a long time.
I have.
One of my best buddies, though, his nickname, Big Buford.
Yeah, Buford, baby.
Yeah, he knows who he is out there.
Hell yeah.
You know who Big Buford is, Casey?
I do not.
You don't,
Friend of the show, Mr. Ross Foos.
Ross Foos, his old nickname. We used to call him Big Buford.
Buford, baby.
And yeah.
I don't think he eats them like he used to.
No.
Coach Foos is in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. All right, here we go. Number 2, parenting tips. This goes a little deeper here. Modern parenting has become so difficult that the U.S. Surgeon General declared it a public health concern. The stress isn't just limited to parents. It trickles down to children, too. A psychologist offered 5 tips to help cope. Interesting topic in here, Dutchman. Is parenting more difficult in this day and age? Why or why not? Do the Dutchmen have any parenting secret and tips to share? So let's break this down one by one. The U.S. Surgeon General has declared it a public health concern. All right, so let's go. Do you think it's more difficult in this day and age? Why or why not?
FTK.
I don't know what that means.
Them kids.
No, I think parenting is. I wouldn't know if it's harder these days, but I think it's a lot different these days because things that we used to get into, kids are not doing that these days. So, like we didn't have to fight for social media. We didn't have to. My parents never told me to, put my phone away and go do something or go,
But they never said, get off them video games.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My parents' big concern is I would get on my bike and then just disappear, and then not, they wouldn't have no idea where I was or who I was hanging out with. So we always know where our kids are because we've got air tags and phone locations and everything like that. So I just think, as far as that goes, it's a lot different. But I think the stresses and anxieties that kids deal with nowadays are different. So that could potentially,
Sure, yeah.
that could bring it back on.
Yeah, I think it's definitely harder, and I think it ties into what you just said, is because now kids think that they have a vote or that their opinion matters. When you're a kid and your opinion doesn't matter and you don't have a vote, you have no stress because it doesn't matter what you think. You're just a kid, going to do what you're told, and you're going to get away with everything you can as long as you can. But now, these children think that they are important or matter somehow and can make decisions, but they just need to be dumbass kids and get told what their dumbasses need to do, but they just can't handle it.
I think what's made I don't think it's hard because I was raised by two wonderful parents that weren't afraid to discipline us and didn't want to be our friends. They were parents. And I think this day and age, people are so quick that, well, I don't want my kids to be mad at me. Well, if I don't piss kids off at least a handful of times a day, I'm not doing my job as a parent. So I think we've become so soft as a society anyways that we try to raise the perfect kids. Well, we ain't. People aren't. They're raising freaking nut jobs, like kids in therapy and counseling because mom and dad can't be mom and dad. They want to be best friend mom and best friend dad.
Roommates.
And you can't do it. So, I just think like on my end, we're going to raise our kids right. We're going to discipline them. But I think that's common in our community that, that blue collar community that we live in. So I think probably raising kids in a major metropolitan area, LA, New York, pick and choose whichever one of those wildly left states, as you will.
Oh,
yeah. When you give
we don't
kids,
talk politics until we do.
I fired one off there from the hip. But when you let the inmates run the asylum, this is what you're going to get. And then some of these places, you let the kids dictate what they want to do. Like, no, like it ain't going to happen that way. Like,
That's right.
It's just got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, all good thoughts there, dealing with the straight line of respect. I just don't know why the U.S. Surgeon General felt the need to come out and declare it a public health concern.
Well, too many people quit smoking. Guy's got to keep his job.
So parenting is hard. I mean, and that's the thing about parenting, too.
They're going to start putting that on the side of condoms.
Yeah.
Parenting causes mental health concerns.
There's no playbook for it, right? I mean, you do it the best way that
the
you,
Bible.
I guess, okay, all right. So I guess the last thought there was: do the Dutchmen have any parenting secret or tips for maybe those going into parenthood or those new to it?
Buckle up.
Yeah. Buckle up. You're right.
Nothing jumps up.
No, just
yeah.
do what you think is right.
Yeah, right. Go with your gut.
Yeah.
That's it from me.
All right. What's the last one?
All right. The last one. Okay. Deep fake scam was the title. Speaking of AI, we're talking about artificial intelligence here. She appeared to be a beautiful woman, and the men who talked to her on video calls thought their love was real. But Hong Kong police say the men were victims of a scheme that used artificial intelligence to cheat them out of $46 million. Oh boy, Dutchman, a whole different level than those old 900 numbers, huh? And I didn't have much else to comment. I just thought that was a hilarious headline.
I've known a couple guys that's probably put their fair share towards $46 million on being told they were in love with a beautiful woman.
I have
never. AI, like I'm so technologically stupid. Like,
no, Brado, it's a wild.
So they were talking to what they thought was a real life human,
but it's not.
But
it was a computer generated program
image, like.
Well, or instead of
no, it's not. I don't think it doesn't say anything about videos, does it? On video calls, their love was real. Yeah, I mean, those damn silicone real dolls and like all that weird shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that could happen.
Now that's a whole ass topic on its own. Is the future of sex robots?
Yeah, that's a whole different topic you could get into there.
It's
but
scary. It's so scary. I've never called a 900
No,
number.
me neither. Don't know anything about them, but I just heard.
I mean, I've called them, You know what I mean? But then,
Oh, when you're a kid,
Yeah,
like they come
like-
across the TV and you're like,
let's call this. Like after you get done cranking,
Hello, Zachary.
cranking one to the Girls Gone Wild infomercial.
hi, thanks for calling. 1-900.
Would you like to
Wet
hear
nips.
more about wet nipples and MILF Moms 5,000?
Put in your credit card right now for 3 hot minutes with one of our
Well, but think-
sexy phone
For
operators.
3 easy payments of $14.99, you can get unlimited access to all the hot, slutty moms you can find.
Speaking of how parenting is more difficult nowadays.
Yeah, this is.
that-
I mean,
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Slutty mom.
Never done that. Never done
Hey,
that.
you guys remember Manti Te'o, who played football at Notre Dame?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a dude
He
that
had a fake girl.
that
What
was
happened- what
before
happened
AI.
He got
He-
what they call that
Catfish.
catfish.
He got
yeah.
catfished. Yeah, you remember the
Yeah.
show? We talked about that show on MTV.
But that was like
Catfish.
pretty like elaborate. Like those
Yeah.
people like they catfished him good, right? I mean, they created a whole persona and
Is he in the
Right.
NFL yet? I'll
then-
catfish him for $1 million.
No, I
How
don't
you
think
doing
he is
there,
anymore.
sweet tits?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Hey,
man. Well, hey,
well,
guys.
hey, that's
Go ahead, Casey.
Brado's
Take
3
us out.
big things brought to you by Merkley and Sons and Brado live in there. Hopefully we get a.
hey, it's fall break.
Hey, hopefully we beat the Rangers this week in real time, and then we go into that first round sectional play against Mount Vernon, and we get another dub.
That's right, man. Exciting time of year, and it's been a pretty good year so far. So I hope we finish strong.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, can you ask Coach B to get clearance for us 3 to be on the headphone set for a game next fall,
my
maybe?
God, that'd
that
be
would be-
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, if you guys hit and record, if someone could just hit record on our just after
don't want that.
just after the season, just sell it as an audio book. I mean, it would be like, what in the world?
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. So anyway,
Awesome. So, all righty. Appreciate you, Brado.
all right, guys. Thanks.
Later on.
Yeah, later.
Hey, and it's time now. Hate to say that it's coming to an end, but it's coming to an end. We're going to go ahead and take one more lap around the table for some final thoughts about the episode or the week we've had, and that's brought to you by Southern Indiana Hardwoods.
Southern Indiana Hardwoods is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. They sell the Green Mountain pellet grills. They sell the accessories for the grills. They sell the amazing pellets. And guess what? They also sell heating pellets. Listen, there's more than one way to keep warm in the upcoming cold season. One of them is with Southern Indiana Hardwoods heating pellets. Reach out to Nick today and see how you can better utilize this alternative heating source.
All right, Smoke Dragon, what you got, buddy?
Well, I ain't got a whole lot. I got, I don't want to get into too much because it might be Are we going to have a Friday episode this week?
Yeah, we'll see once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get through it quick.
All right. Live long and prosper.
Nice.
Big fella?
Same thing, man. Casey, hope you're enjoying your time. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hope everything works out good for your head and what you've got going on there with your face and forehead. But
Looks bad.
looks like you need to go to
Yeah.
the burn unit on the way home. But other than that, man, we're holding down the fort. 1025 has been pretty quiet. A lot of combines running around, finishing up. Fall is in the air. You're going to love it when you get back. It's supposed to warm up just a shade over the weekend and into next week, so hopefully you'll be able to transition back a little bit better. But other than that, that's all I got. Peace, love, and positivity, and keep your stick on the ice. What you got, big fella?
There we go. Hey, a big thank you to all those that make the episode possible. Of course, John and the Gaslight there on 4th Street in Huntingburg, Lights by Logan, Blessner Insurance, Merkley and Sons, and of course, Southern Indiana Hardwoods. We appreciate all of you. Here's my final thought. Being on vacation, we don't take much during the year, and we don't do much outside of everyday stuff. But you need to take that time to spend with your kids, your wife. Just get out of the ordinary and spend that time. You won't regret it.
Amen.
So, hey, with that, fellas,
Dutchman out.
Dutchman out. I'm pointing right at you guys. It's weird.